Good afternoon, Virgos. This is Damien with HK Readings Healing Culture Tarot, and I am here to do your March General Love reading. I'm just going to say this in advance. My apologies. I'm not sick, but I am experiencing really intense allergies right now. The weather here has been an insane mix of, hot, cold, rainy, hot, cold, rain in conjunction with the hot or the cold. So that makes it really extreme. So just bear with me in that. Let's see. I think we're going to go ahead and start with the Oracle deck, the Gypsy Oracle deck. I just want to say that any cross-watchers are, of course, welcome to this video, as all of my videos, and that this will apply the way I'm reading the energies I'm picking up on and the energies I'm picking up for. It will be in conjunction with those of you who may be Jupiter and Virgo. So Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus, as well as Jupiter. I'm going to go ahead and get into this. So we've got the Merchant card. And this is all your energy here. The 3 cards that I will pull for the crown of the reading. Messenger. We'll just wait for that plane to go by. Indeed. So, the Messenger card. Looks like we got the planes, trains, and automobiles today, people. Cheerfulness. And at the bottom of the deck, the Young Woman card. So, well, let's go ahead and take this bottom of the deck energy. I was drawn to it because with this I'm able to give, and I'll do that sometimes just to be able to give a little bit of insight to where this bottom of the deck energy came from, like the energy it transitioned out of. So, let's go ahead and start with this bottom of the deck energy. We've got the Young Woman card that is clarified coming in by the Thief. So what this is telling me is that not only are there new beginnings for you, but these are new beginnings that come, it's like you're able to come in with such youthful energy, so fresh and so vibrant as March carries on. Definitely seeing the 8th through the 15th for many of you. But there's also this tone of elder energy as it comes to wisdom and experience. Like I like to note when I feel the energy coming from this card is that we didn't get the Child card here. which could represent full-on naivety and literally something that is just brand new. Like, you have reinvented yourself, but it's not quite like carrying the energy of something similar to like Fool energy as it pertains to a beginning. You know, the Fool and the Child card, I feel, share that. Whereas this is, you know, again, coming from a place of experience, like you've learned, you've been applying what you've learned, and going into March, it's going to really allow you to continue to step forward into your blessings and not really looking back. And what she has her back to, this could, of course, be the energy of a male or a female. This is just within the feminine energy of the card, and the imagery referring to the young woman as she has her back turned from this thief here. And it's not even a thief in the night, okay? It's a thief in the daylight. Now, a testament to what you have experienced, you know, is dealing with a person who took more than they gave, who you allowed yourself to be very compromised for the sake of thinking that things would change or work out better than they were. This is someone who was very manipulative and unavailable, all within the same token. And this is someone who only comes, and you see how they're coming through the window. This is someone who only comes or came when they did need something, or where, you know, there was something that they felt they just wanted to take. Had to put my do not disturb on. And that's the energy that's coming from the bottom of the deck. And that rose that he's going for, under the assumption that, you know, he's going to be able to come and say, take your heart one more time and do with it what he will, male or female, but just the thief energy in this card. You're gone. They're coming in to take, but you're already out on your new journey, on somewhere else, likely have moved, some of you, to step into this newfound energy. I'm seeing that some of you have actually moved, especially if this was a person that you were dealing with that you lived with. I don't even see it being the type of situation where, you know, they agreed to let you keep the house or the apartment, or you just decided that it was yours, so you were going to stay there. Like, regardless, if you were paying for this place equally or all yours, I see it being something that you left, and you had the stability to do so, like the financial stability to do so, and the mental stability through clarity to do so. Excuse me, I have to blow my nose. I'm sorry, y'all. I love that things are clear, so that's a good sign. Now, put on my sanitizer. Okay. So, all right. Now when we look at the crowning energy, the merchant, the messenger, and cheerfulness. So, the energy that I'm actually getting is, as this merchant is looking out, he's looking out at, you know, what ties into the messenger card here is looking out at the options that are before them. So, these are definitely people. I feel like as far as opportunities are concerned with your career and finances, those are pretty much taken care of, okay? And it's something to note how you may be viewing love currently. The young woman, the energy that you're stepping out on with this was a more whole, founded energy that wasn't just you coming out of a relationship to be so hopeful for another love, but just to be so hopeful enough and sure enough that you were going to get your autonomy back and be versatile, work on being well-rounded for that emotional satisfaction, and any other forms of satisfaction, but not just love. Okay, this was about you rebuilding you and coming back in alignment with you. And I feel that energy is synonymous to this gorgeous gown that she's wearing. And it's a gown of renewal. We look at the colors of blue and white. We see renewal. We see clarity. Okay? And we also see renewal through that guys are there in the back. And golds and reds. The red for the passion, but I see that whole piece as being sort of I forget what it's called, but when people have the patches that they've earned for certain accomplishments, achievements, victories. I am blanking out right now because these allergies have my mind to be a hot mess. For things like that word, I guess it finds it to be a trifle at the moment, but I don't, and I can't think of it. So anyways, we'll move on from that. Now that's gonna bug me, y'all. So I'm just gonna try not to think about it. Let's continue with this reading. I feel like y'all know what I mean, though. And feel free to leave a comment on the word if it hits you. But, that's symbolic of almost this air of regality. It just had my eyes glance right over to this goddess guidance cover here with Dana, the high priestess, and just the energy of the pentacle that's behind her, the energy of the pentacle that's behind her head. And you know what? I'm seeing this as being another affirmation for the fact that, yeah, your pentacles are definitely on point. Yes, when it comes to coin, when it comes to taking advantage of new projects and new ventures and new people to collaborate with, whether it's just through ideas and that enrichment or the actual, collaboration of ventures. I see that it's all being good, but you have a ton of offers. And with what I was getting to with this merchant card is as it pertains to love itself, I really like to note that the merchant is not someone, in some ways that he comes out, it can come off as a busted type person. And in other ways, you have to realize that this man has a lot of commerce, and this man has a lot of cargo that goes to and fro, where he makes great capital, okay? And this is a man who is literally, at the top of whatever it is that he or she is doing, as we translate it. And they're able to look down and see, what's coming in and out and what's working for them, what's possibly making them money and what's not, what's making them happy and what's not. But I feel, in a sense, we're shifting towards more of the busted situation when it comes to love. Like I say, your coin is on point. And actually, the merchant card coming up does, tie that energy in too. But also, again, regaining the fullness of your life, entertaining merely love through these offers. I do look at the garb, the dress here, and it has me say that you may feel very worn from the idea of it. But you may feel very worn from the idea of it. You may feel very weary. You may want to know what these people truly have to offer. And you may have this cut to the chase type energy, which doesn't allow for fun. It may not allow for just like the fluid nature that needs to exist. It's like there just may be this pressing energy to know, like, if this person is stepping into your face or into your space, your realm, your bubble, what's going on. So you got the 9 of fire on the board. I'm sensing that somebody's worried. Let's see. Female issue. This 7 of fire, Sagittarius energy, has been coming up for a lot of people. So you're at this weird contradictory stage in March where so we're there. Okay, so where that's T. That is T. So where I was kind of getting to with this cheerfulness card, outside of the multiple offers that come in with the messenger, is that there's one over the most who is really trying to get your attention. There's somebody who's really trying to get your attention and really wants to celebrate with you, show you a good time, Virgo, show you things you have not seen before. I feel like there's an energy of someone who has the impression within themselves that they know what you need. Let me get my water. They know what you need. Wow. Now, they are heavily trying to manifest you with the energy of the 9 of fire. This is someone who may not be taking action now physically, as you may perceive it. So it may look, and that's why it's reflected in the card that way, like somebody who's just laying down, sort of worrying. It looks like they're not doing anything, but what they're doing is on a greater plane, a higher level here. It's not out of the question that some people may have been doing spell work to bring you back. But this could just be using the power of manifestations and lower forms. Just, it constantly being something set in their mind. Or, literally candles may be lit. Like, there are certain levels to it. But I do see that witchcraft could be a part of it. And when I see the 9 of fire in the female issue, it totally has me think that someone is so fixated on you that, for some of you, they indeed, again, may be using witchcraft. And for those that are, honestly, I'm getting the energy of it being something that would backfire. as you would embody this Four of Earth energy. I'm going to explain two situations, but this Four of Earth energy is you in both of them, Virgo. You know, in your element here. It's like if there's someone literally using magic or witchcraft to bring you in, it's going to be strongly combated against, whether you're aware of it or not, like consciously or not. And if you find yourself kind of fighting against it, again, like this merchant energy that is coming with an energy of not being so sure, you know, decisions. You know, there's thought in that card. It's like you could, like when you notice just when, I can't say when you notice because again, not all of you will, as it's happening, but there will be these moments where you're just pushing away from this energy of this person. Okay. And there could be little red flags that you find that, you know, you can't trust. And what you could be intuiting is that someone is trying to put something on you. But that's what's going to have you standing alone, worrying about what you got to do to continue to move forward. Oh, okay. So you also may feel a little heavy and just tired and a little worn because there are a lot of energies put upon you. You know, I'm getting another download here, another message that there are multiple people who are putting strong energy out towards you, and you may feel energetically pulled in different directions. And you just may not fully know why. This female issue card is telling me that you are just hot right now. And everybody that you're coming into contact with, not everybody, but many people are feeling as though they have to have you, and they are attempting to draw you in energetically. And there's still that rigidity with the Four of Earth and choosing to redirect focus. Okay. The Seven of Fire is telling me that, as far as you're concerned, you have enough to deal with, that you are well equipped to deal with, that is going to be satisfying to deal with. Outside of making decisions right now as it comes to love, I don't feel like many of you are just feeling the need to do that. And those of you who realize it are okay with it. Sleep. A message that I get is sleep. You're going to need to rest, rejuvenate, meditate. Because there will be things that you're going to have to deal with that are going to be trying. And not like in too intense of a bad way, but that will just deserve enough of your attention, okay? It'll deserve enough of your attention to where, trusting your intuition, you're right. It may not be about love right now. For a good reason. Irene, peace. There's no need to worry. Everything is working out beautifully. Bast, the card of independence. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. And Freya, the card of boldness. Unleash your adventurous side. Take risk and be daring. Speaking of taking risk, being daring, coming into your independence in a peaceful and nurturing way, we talked about the young woman card. The colors of her gown that represents her journey. The blue within the Irene, and the gold and reds within Bast and Freya. So where we end here is with a little story, Virgos. And the story goes, there once was someone who regained their independence. It was so profound. They lost those deep levels of fear that once resided in them. They realized that they could step away and still be strong. They realized that they could step away and be stronger. The strength came through fierceness. It came through belief in oneself again, taking risk and being daring and not being afraid. As above, so below. As within, so without. If you have peace within, externally, you will so also. And this is something known, sometimes forgotten, not always remembered. But when you bring yourself back into that remembrance, it's a wonderful feeling that you put out energetically to never let go of. Therefore, you can remember it again. What you understand you need right now is you. There are many people who depend on you and who rely on you. Family, friends, blood family, or those you've chosen to make your family, which is the case for many of you. And if that's where you're choosing to give your time, what a better way. I don't feel as though I have to advise you to not close yourself off from any love opportunities that may come your way, because you're not closed off to it. But if it doesn't make sense to you, if it doesn't immediately resonate with you, if there's not something that you can immediately see or feel that shows you you're not for it, what you've come to understand is the power of magnetism. And there are no more illusions for who could be the one, because you know what it will feel like, though you may not have even felt the full feeling before. You know. And again, there are so many other ways you understand you could be spending your time and are spending your time to, whereas in March, you will be so empowered. And there will be more and more people who will be drawn to your energy, wanting to speak with you, wanting to love you, wanting to hold you, wanting to touch you, wanting to fuck you. But this has all brought me around to understand another message within this female issue energy. You are untouchable. And it is by choice. It is with great dignity. You're untouchable. And that has you very desired throughout March. Like, share, subscribe, leave your comments. Let me know what you think, y'all. That's what I got.